Hi everybody. Yes, so we are live. We're just gonna wait for some people to join, but I hope everybody's having an amazing day. And yes, this is my first Facebook Live, and I'm doing it with the fabulous Girls Who Brunch Tour. So I will be doing a workshop today on confidence. Confidence is a big part in everybody's life, really. So I thought that would be a perfect topic for my first Facebook Live with Girls Who's Brunch Tour. So I have my handy dandy iPad and I just wrote a few notes and some key points for young girls, young boys, really anybody who want to gain some self-confidence in whatever it is that they're doing. So I'm super excited. This is so fun. Okay. So, if y'all don't know, my name is Jamilahcmuhammad. I'm a 16-year-old actress and model, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So, first, what I really love, what I think confidence is about is starting on the inside first and working your way out on the outside of you, not just beauty and makeup and hair and all of this. You got to start on the inside with your personality and really feeling comfortable in who you are. So that's just what confidence means to me. And as you grow and know who you really are, you'll start to walk different, and just feel comfortable being who you are. And nobody can say anything about it. So first, here are some of my notes. Encouraging words. So encouraging words is not, you don't have to wait for somebody to say something encouraging to you. Basically, just encourage yourself. Be proud of yourself, even with the little things. Really, really push yourself into doing what it is that you want to do. And if you make a little goal, let's say you come in second place in a race, really be proud of yourself. You know, a lot of people, I know I do this a lot, but we like to beat ourselves down if we didn't do something the correct way. And I don't think, I'm still working on really being proud of myself and just practicing my craft, and I'm still learning, but yep. So I have my own notebook journal, which I can't seem to find right now, but one thing I like to do is journal. So my mom taught me it's really important for you to journal, and not just writing down when you had a bad day or negative stuff. You don't always have to write down something negative. It could be something positive that's as small as, oh, this girl, I saw her walking and she smiled at me. You know, that's really good. And I like to journal about how my day went, how I'm feeling, what makes me nervous, what I cried about today, everything. And then you can also write down your daily affirmations. Basically, maybe you found a quote today that you really, really loved and you wanted to stick. And it's just fabulous. Hi, Miss Cassandra. I see you. So, yes, that's just one of the things that I really enjoy doing. Okay. So, develop an attitude of gratitude. I try my hardest to stay positive and always have a positive attitude, because if you have a positive attitude with yourself, that will show on the outside. You would treat people different, you'll smile, you'll look a certain way, and a smile goes a long way. Me personally, if I see somebody walking, I automatically smile at them. And that may make their day and probably boost their confidence too, which I think is phenomenal. And really realize how much you accomplish. We don't really appreciate ourselves that much. And don't get caught up in somebody else's blessings, because if you get caught up in somebody else's blessings, you'll start to miss your own, and you won't really count the blessings that God is giving you. And yeah, that's pretty much that. Know your worth. That is a big one. So knowing your worth, that is the key component to confidence for me. Growing up, I always was bullied about my hair texture, my skin complexion, almost anything. All the names that you could possibly, all the bad names that you could possibly call someone, I've been called it. And it still sticks with me till this day. You know, I still get, you know, bad names, name called all the time. But once you really have, like, know your worth, sometimes you may have to just sit in a room by yourself and really get to know yourself and know who you truly are. Like, you don't always have to be around somebody, and once you're by yourself, that's when the mind really starts going. That's where you could clear all your thoughts and you could really start working on yourself. So once you begin to know your worth, your attitude would definitely change. Not necessarily being cocky, but it's being confident. And I'm still working on knowing my worth. And yeah, that is a really big one. So keeping a positive attitude as well. I believe I already said that. Don't focus on all the things that you may not like about yourself. You know, pick out some things that you really like about yourself. Growing up with me being bullied, I really picked out a lot of negative things about myself. I always thought that if I was lighter, I'll be a little bit prettier, or if my eyes weren't so big, or if my lips weren't so full, if my hair was just not as curly, I would be this beautiful person. But no, once you really start to find little things about yourself that you like, it will completely change your mood. I'll be positive at some times growing up, but it wasn't all the time, not as much as I am now. So I try to stay positive and just keep reminding myself that I am beautiful and that I am enough, because one thing about me is I always thought I had to live up to be somebody that I'm not, which I'm still working on that as well. But really, once you find good things about yourself, you will know that you are enough and that you are this beautiful person, and that will show on the outside as well. Okay, moving along. Okay, everyone is good at something. I hear girls all the time saying how they're not good at anything. And one thing I really love about the Girls Who Brunch tour is that when we're all together, Miss Nicola, she really truly inspires me when she have different games and activities, and when she asks different girls what they're good at. I dislike, hate is a very strong word. I dislike very strongly when girls say they're not good at anything. Whether it's drawing, you don't have to be this phenomenal actress or be so good at football or basketball. It could be drawing, it could be running track, it could be basketball, it could really be anything. Just know that you're good at it and never try to be anybody that you're not. And never compete. Because when you compete, you're counting their blessings and not yours. So yeah, I know me, when I go to different fashion shows, I'll be looking at the other girls and I'm just, I don't think, I can't walk like her, or her walk is so perfect and my walk is just, it's not that good. But once you really start to look at yourself doing your talent, you'll start to work on a few things, but not completely change who you are. And that's a beautiful thing. So I found this quote, okay? I was doing a little research. I found this quote by Bill Bradley, and it says, "Ambition is the patio to success. Persistence is the vehicle you arrive in." Persistence. This is another thing I'm still working on, but being persistent. Basically, what that's saying is, once you start something, finish it, give it 110%. I have stepped on a lot of things, but I'm working on being more persistent. You know, that means studying your craft, learning new things about your craft, what you're in, and never give up. Just always believe in yourself. You don't always have to hear everyone saying, "Oh, I believe in you. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you." First, you have to start off by being proud of yourself. That's a major, major key. Being proud of yourself and just knowing who you are and know your worth. And you got it, girl. Okay. So, find whatever motivates you. Me personally, what motivates me is seeing my mom, how hard she works and how hard she works for me. And also, another thing that really motivates me is music. I love music, whether it's rap, R&B. R&B is my go-to. I love R&B. But just find what motivates you, whether it's watching a TED Talk or reading a book, whatever calms you. Just find that thing that motivates you, because once you feel empowered and you're motivated and you're pumped before a game or a show, you would really, really, really show your best at whatever it is that you do. You would give 110%, because when I'm feeling down, I just turn on music. If my brother aggravates me, I turn on music. I just turn on music before I go on a show, because I know I get very, very nervous, especially when I'm speaking. Like, I was just playing music because I'm very nervous right now. But, play games, talk, whatever motivates you, find it, and that will help tremendously. Yes. Another key component is picking the right friends. Friends, now that I'm a teenager and I'm getting older, friends come and go. I will say that. They do come and go. But once you find the right friends that motivate you and encourage you and not tear you down, that is the right group of friends. That is the right group of friends. Growing up, again, not being very confident, I had a lot of friends who would tell me, they'll say little slick stuff like, oh, you're pretty for a dark-skinned girl, or things like that. And I was just, okay. But once I realized that friends come and go, I know the ones, my real friends, are the ones that stuck by me since the beginning, who encourage me, who support me. Support is a key component. Who support me and who really love on me and builds my self-esteem, or who I could go and talk to. Because I know me, a lot of times I don't like to go speak to my mother. She's not the first person that I speak to when I'm dealing with something. I like to talk to my friends first. And yeah, just finding the right group of friends that encourage you. And once you have that attitude about yourself, then your attitude with others will change. Yes. Once you have to start on the inside and work on the outside. Once your confidence is right in your mindset, then everything else, from dressing, hair, makeup, all of that will fall behind. How you walk, how you present yourself, and just really your smile every day, everything will change and you will be the bomb, girl. So that's some of my notes that I have. I'm just going to speak on a few things. Back to some of my points. I really want to touch on celebrating your success. A lot of times when I just got done walking in the show, I look back at my videos and I nitpick a lot about things that I could have done better, and I always tearing myself down constantly, and it's a mess. I will go into tears. I'll be like, oh my gosh, I wish I could do this over, that over. But instead of focusing on the positive things, I tend to focus on the negative things. And when I focus on the negative things, then I start looking at other girls and I'm like, oh my gosh, how did she do it? I wish I could walk like her. But it's really pick out the positive things. Don't worry about the negative things, because just know that you can always, your second time, you would do better. Yes, and it would really motivate you to go back and practice. So after I stopped doing that, probably 2 shows ago I stopped doing that, and I was just like, you know what, I did really good, and I'm just nitpicking because I didn't do a spin right, or I didn't pose correctly, or my pictures didn't come out good, instead of looking at the beautiful things that happened during that show. Like, oh, I didn't trip, I walked with my shoulders back, and my posture was amazing. So that was one of the things that I wanted to touch on. And then again, self-comparison. I don't think I've spoken that yet. It's self-comparison. I compare myself. I still do, which I'm working on not. Comparing myself to other girls or top models and how beautiful they are. Everybody is beautiful in their own way. Everybody has an amazing talent. Everybody is good at something. You're beautiful in your own way, with whether it's your cheekbones, your personality, I don't know, your eyes, your smile. Everybody is beautiful in their own way, and I find that very important for everybody to know. So those were just some of my tips. Does anybody have any questions? We're not done yet, so yes. So if you have any questions, just leave them in the comment section right there, and I will be sure to answer them. But yeah, confidence, that plays a big part and role in everybody's life, really, because if once you're confident with yourself, you'll show confidence to other people, and that will make their day. Yep, they'll be like, oh, look at the way she walks, she is so beautiful. Maybe I can fix something about myself. Oh, look at the way that she talks to other people and how she smiles. Yes, I love her energy. And that may encourage them to do better and, yeah, find their confidence. So is there any questions? Yes. But that was something I struggled with a lot. And recently, I've had a lot of stuff going on with my family, and my confidence dropped a lot. And I'm working on rebuilding it, telling myself that I am beautiful, writing in my journal, setting new goals, especially for 2020, setting new goals, achieving my other goals, because remember, persistence. You have to stay persistent. So I'm just working on achieving my goal and really becoming the better me. Yes, the fabulous better me, inside and out. And yeah, I get asked a lot, how do I look so confident? And I didn't really know how to respond to that question. I'm trying to get my granddaughter there. Thank you, and your mom. Thank you. Yes. Is she on this live? I wonder if she's watching. Hi, if you are watching. Yes. But not a lot of the times, some people like to be told that they're beautiful. That's maybe where their confidence come from. A lot of the time, I like to start with myself and knowing that I'm confident and not cocky, of course. Yes. But confidence is actually, I did some research, and I heard it being called a mental health issue, which is kind of a touchy subject, but in a way I do agree. The mindset is the strongest part of the body, and if your mindset isn't where it needs to be, just make sure you're confident. Yes. So, is there any more questions? Yes. Confidence, it's a big part. And I try to help other girls with being confident while I'm still helping myself. Like I said, I do have my own notebook journal, Jamilahcmuhammad, funky cool notebook journal. And it's called Melanin Poppin', because melanin girls were poppin'. But yes, I do try to help young girls, and from 1-year-olds and up to grown women, just being confident and really loving who you are. So I hope I'm doing okay, everybody. This is my first live. I'm very nervous right now. I don't know if y'all can tell, but yes. So, and encourage. Oh, that went left. Okay. So yes, encouraging other girls. The comments disappeared. Encouraging other young girls and helping to know who they are and knowing that they are enough and that they're beautiful and that they're loved. And a lot of girls, they don't really think that they're beautiful because nobody ever told them that they are beautiful. And I just want them all to know that they are beautiful and that they are enough and that they're good at everything and that anything that they want to do, they can pursue it. That is the most important part. Anything that you want to do, you can pursue it. It may be this crazy wild dream that everybody's like, what type of dream is that? But just know that you can do it and you got this, girl. And just always stay positive. I like to listen to healing music. That calms me also. And just getting my mindset right before I do a show or an interview, because I tend to stumble over my words a lot, which I am working on also. But yes. Yep. So that's really the main thing. Like I said before, just work on, you have to start on the inside before you work on the outside. We can't just jump into, oh my gosh, if I could get these pairs of shoes, then I would be so much more confident. Yeah, you may look confident, but in reality, you won't really be confident and comfortable with yourself. So really taking that leap into sitting down, having some time by yourself in your room. It could be your room, a closet, a car, anywhere. You could go for a walk, jog, whatever calms you and really gets your mind going and thinking about yourself. That would be beautiful. Always think positive. My little saying that I like to say is PVO, which stands for positive vibes only. I only like to bring positive vibes. If it's negative news, I don't want to hear it. If you're a negative Nancy, I don't want to hear it. I need positive Patty. Oh, I just made that up, y'all. So, yes, staying positive, thinking positive, speaking positive, because words, whatever you say, comes into existence. If you say, oh, I'm going to fail this test, 9 times out of 10, you're probably going to fail that test. So I always like to say, oh, I'm going to pass this test with 100 or a 90 or better. I always like to say that because it will happen. And yes, I'm sorry, you guys. The comments disappear, so if you're typing, I can't exactly see it. Yes, we will be better next time. This next live takeover, we will be better. I promise. So, a good one. Be kind and generous. Always, 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 always be kind. I see now in the industry, a lot of people are under a lot of stress and they're not kind. A lot of models, designers, really anybody. And I just always like to be kind, whether it's a little girl to a grown woman. I make sure I'm always sweet and upbeat because vibes do carry on. And once your vibe carries on, they will be happy. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I can get the comments back. I don't think they're going back. Okay, they just disappeared, so we're not going to worry about that right now. But yes, get to know yourself, act positive, making sure I checked everything off, stand tall, stand proud, be bold, brave, and beautiful. Okay, bold. Let's break down this bold, brave, and beautiful. Bold, really speak your mind. Don't ever let anybody tell you, oh, you're not good enough. Like, yes, I am good enough. I am beautiful. Yes, brave. If you feel like you can't do something, if you're scared to maybe it's your first runway show. I like to use modeling as a reference because I do model, but maybe it's your first reference show. Your first runway show. And you're, I don't think I should do it. Have that little person in your mind say, girl, you got this. Go ahead, push yourself out there, and it may be something new that you like, and it may boost your confidence. It boosts my confidence a lot, especially with a lot of my mentors. And this is part of the reason why I love Girls Who Brunch, because that also boosts my confidence a lot. And I just love seeing all these girls joining each other, uplifting each other, playing games and activities, and really working on themselves while helping others at the same time. And beautiful, that means beautiful on the inside, which is being kind and generous, to the outside, which beauty may be on the outside, whatever it is to you. So if that's blue hair, pink hair, gold shoes, whatever it is, be you, girl. And that is so important. Fun fact, my name actually means beautiful. Isn't that crazy? Yes. So beauty is a big part. And like I said, once you start from the inside, everything on the outside will come naturally. You'll start to walk different. You'll start to stand tall. Yes. But also another thing is, remember when I said don't nitpick at the little stuff? You can still look at the stuff that you may have done wrong, but don't be like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do this anymore. No, just work to be better. You got it. Next time you're like, oh yes, I'm gonna give it 110%. My goal is this, and I promise you, I will reach that goal. I promise you, I will reach that goal. And then you may exercise, you may practice your runway walk, whatever it is to get you to that goal. Reach it, and you got it. And everything in your life will start to change, no matter if you're surrounded by a lot of negative people. I know, me being in high school, this is actually my first year in high school. I'm a junior, which I skipped my sophomore year. So I'm in a class with a whole bunch of other kids who act and talk totally different than I do. I've been homeschooled since 7th grade, I believe. Yes, but a lot of times anxiety can take over. I have very bad anxiety. I'll start to sweat. I get butterflies in my stomach. I just feel like I can't speak. But being brave, walking into all my classrooms, through the hall, through a big group of people, I'm just like, I got this, okay? No matter what anybody says about me, I know who I am. And yes, I keep God first, family second, and friends third. That is so important, especially God, in my opinion, and family and friends. So, how did I do, y'all? I'm sorry, I can't see the comments. I hope I did great. Oh, it's 5:28. We're almost about to be done. But I just want to encourage you guys to work on confidence. And actually, you could tag me on Instagram at Jamilahcmuhammad. That's JamilahCmuhammad. And Girls Who Brunch Tour on Instagram. Maybe showing me your runway walk, what you worked on, what did you learn from this little workshop, and how did you think I did? Maybe there's some tips that you guys could give me on next time I have a live takeover. Yes, just some tips, and I hope everybody had a phenomenal day. Remember, bold, brave, and beautiful. And yes, also head over to the Girls Who Brunch Tour Instagram page and Facebook page. We got a few events coming up, and it's going to be so fun. I can't wait to see all of you guys, and I love you guys. Peace. Bye, guys.